Okay, everybody, welcome back to Trigger Tarot. So, we've got the candle lit. We've got to get Lady Luck on our side here. Hopefully, she will give us a little bit of vitality, a little bit of luck. Maybe some of you need some of that.
Bring out your dead!
So, if that's the case, now you got it. Now you got it. There you go. All right, so you are where you are. You are where you're meant to be. So, the angel card that decided to come up is Temperance. Of which case, literally, it was like, hey, I'm the card, I'm the angel for Sagittarius and Capricorn. So, Sagittarius, this is your first read. You were able to pull up the Archangel card of Temperance. Quite amazing, actually, if I do say so myself. So, we're going to go ahead and pull a card for you. You're going to get your You card, your Other card, your Journey card, and your Finale card here, okay? That's what we're going to do. That's what is going to happen. And so that's what's going to happen. It's going to happen the way it's going to happen, you know? So, all right, Sagittarius, you are where you are. I don't know why that sounds so strong right now, but maybe there is some meaning to it. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull a card here. You help me with this You cards so we can kind of understand yourself, and the rest of the cards should probably lay out and fall the way they fall. So whatever kind of is a Sagittarian kind of thing, a wild arrow, a bow, horse, centaur man, centaurs. It's back here, is that why? Too rough. This one is on. The Empress. Boom, like that. All right, you are the Empress, apparently. You told me so, and therefore you are. So that's just going to play out for that. Your positive is this, your negative is this. Other cards are for the other sign here. So, what we got here is you feel like the Empress. You have the Temperance card going on right here. To pause this real fast. Okay, so you got Temperance as your Archangel card. You got the Empress as yourself. Now, if you're a man and you're like, oh, I'm not the Empress, I'm a man. You know, you could, go along with that. I'm a man too, and I like to get dirty. You know, that's actually from a commercial, but it's pretty cool. I like the sound of it. So I'm going to go ahead with it. So your positive affirmation here is the fifth trigger stick I've been able to pull. It's yearning. So page 2068. So, even if you're a guy pulling up the Empress, don't feel down. Just your sort of your feminine side coming out. And every guy has that sort of suppressed for a long time. And even women have masculine sides, believe it or not. I'm sure, when you're in a relationship, there are times you get to see your girlfriend's masculine side. It does happen. Not all the time. Not all the time, but you get to see it. So, 2068. Not saying that's the way I, let's not get too deep into it. I'm just saying you have a feminine side if you're a man, and you have a masculine side if you're a woman, but it's not like overemphasized. It's not necessary to have that overemphasized. All right, so we got 2068. It is yearning or yearning. Did I even? Yearning. Oh, well, it's exactly what I thought it was. Yearning. A persistent a persistent, often wistful or melancholy desire, a longing, yearning for romance and adventure. So, Sagittarius, you're actually, this could be a possibility if you're a guy, and I'm just getting the feeling maybe there's some guys watching this here for Sagittarius. Maybe you're yearning for some romantic adventure. Maybe this is like your desired imagined woman, you're looking for. Or if you're a female, you're yearning for some adventure and you're picturing yourself as this woman sitting on this comfy pillow, surrounded by a lot of nature. Maybe you want to get out and go for a nature hike or walk or something like that. Maybe there's something romantic coming your way. Maybe you have to plan it or be ready to be available for it, I would say women probably be a little more available for an adventure, and for guys, maybe try to plan something with someone you picture in your life or your significant other. Maybe plan on that, in order to be able to do it. But it looks like the Temperance card, the Archangel card here, is pouring out some water, kind of balancing things out. It looks like your life might get balanced in this way. So this could be a good outcome here. Maybe look for that. Push towards that. Be open towards that. Whatever sex you are, be available for it. And if you're a guy, take the lead and jump into that. That's a good idea. So let's see what your significant other might say. This could be more romantic kind of reading here, I guess. Maybe we'll have to see. But we got this here. So we got the dum-dum card here. So yeah, a lot to say about that. Which you could talk about later. We're going to pull a community chest here and see what this might have to say. Insurance, life insurance matures, collect $100. So this is weird. This is really weird. I'm going to put this there and we'll get back to that one. You got the number 2, you got Uranus with 7, and you've got a 4. So both blue cards here, right? So you got Uranus, which is a chaotic energy. It's always creating something new, not necessarily good or bad in a way. Uranus, look up Uranus from Atlantean lore and you'll get a better understanding of Uranus here. But you got 7 and 4. So your shadow side, or your inner core, your self, is showcasing a blue 4. So 4, from what I've heard, doesn't necessarily exist, and I'm trying to remember where I heard this from, but 4 is sort of a crossroads. It's it's sort of the crossroads. It's sort of death. I mean, 4 is considered and I guess in some cultures it is kind of considered death. But the thing is, like, I think the way this is going with yearning, you're yearning for something. So there could be a literal or metaphysical death of a way of life you've had. Maybe you are going from single life into a full married life, or not a full married life, like a dating life. Maybe you're going from a dating life to a full married life. Maybe you're changing a chapter in your life. Maybe there's some potential to find someone new now, or maybe you're going through the steps of getting towards that. Chaotic changes here. This dum-dum card could represent your significant other. Maybe the fact is they're kind of all over the place. They're just not really thinking about much right now, and they don't know how to put this together. So maybe you're the one yearning and taking the lead here. Or maybe this other person just really is kind of goofing around. They don't really know what's going on. And they're about change, maybe some spiritual change. Diamonds, or the diamond represents making something physical, well, if I have to say, like, if you imagine coal, being compressed, creating a diamond, you need a lot of pressure to make that. And I don't know if it takes years or just a little while, for coal to compress to make it, but it's compacting something to make something beautiful. And there's a bit of a death from your shadow side. So maybe the fact is you're conquering your inner demons. Maybe you're conquering your shadow side. That's what some people would say. I don't fully believe in inner demons and such. But just I've heard things like that, and I don't know if it's a good way to say it. Maybe this isn't the best way to say it, but maybe the fact is you're overcoming some things of the past to be able to make a new you. You're going through the not the dark side of the moon, the what is it called again? I forgot. I totally forgot. I'm sorry. You're going you're meeting your shadow self, I would say. Your significant other is probably weighing options, or maybe they just, they're acting a little bit like a fool, but you feel like you might be making a better step in life. Maybe this will lead them to understand you better. Maybe collecting life insurance. I don't know. Maybe there has been a death, a real death, that you might make a little bit of profit off of, but that could be like an extra thing, extra bonus on top to read too here. Got the Queen of Wands only on Trigger Tarot. We pull all the major arcana cards right there. Queen of Wands with the black cat in front of her with the stick. It looks like you're going from the Empress to another. You're going from the Empress to the Queen of Wands. This is, you're feeling like you're making a lot of progress. It looks like this relationship upgrade, or this change, this chaotic new change here could mean that you might meet somebody that is, you feel like they're, their emotions are on this roller coaster here, but it looks like you're making upgrades. So it looks like whatever you're going for with this other person is probably a good idea. You might become the Queen of Wands with this, or you might have, be upgraded to this point here. Alaska, something to do with that. So Alaska is right there. Maybe you're moving to Alaska. Maybe you need to take a trip to Alaska. I was just talking about a trip, a romantic trip. Maybe take a romantic trip to Alaska. And you're like, Alaska in this time of year? Yeah, it's big and it's apparently beautiful. That's a place I probably might want to go to at some point. I haven't been, but I've heard the tall tales, of the various seamen that swim around those waters. And I've seen movies and I've, heard reviews and things like that. So, I think maybe it's take a trip to Alaska or some big, vast country, some big god country, go there, and just maybe explore the wilds a little bit. Could be fun, could be adventurous. Maybe that's where this yearning is coming from. This whole romantic thing. Oh, I want romance. And typically romance isn't just like staying home the whole time. Sometimes if you have a chance, go out, have an adventure, go see the wilds, go see some waterfall or something like that, something outside ish, it's like, it's showing you're sitting here and all that, you're sitting on your throne, but this is Alaska. It's a beautiful country. So let's move to this strength. Look at that. Only on Trigger Tarot. All the major arcana cards, except for the Dum Dum card. But we got strength here as your finale there. Looks like it's going to give you a lot of strength. This is going to be very, very good for you here, Sagittarius. And your negative modifier is Weejack. So Weejack is my number 6 card, and or number 6 trigger stick, and page 2026. Let's go look at that real quick and see what that even means. Okay, I'm sure you're very curious as about what this even means. So let's look this up here. And we jack. You're like, what the heck? What are you doing, Trigger? Oh yeah, we're doing it all right. All right, which page was I on? We jack right up here. All right, we jack. See Fisher. Okay, let's look at Fisher. What could that even mean? Fisher. One that fishes. A person or ship engaged in fishing. 2. A carnivorous mammal. A carnivorous mammal. Martes penaltelli of North America, having thick, dark brown fur, also called pecan. Weejack, the fur of this animal. So, this is a carnivorous mammal that you have to watch out for. So, maybe this strength card is showing that you need to be strong against this carnivorous animal. Maybe the fact is you're going to take a nature trip and you have to be strong against maybe, I don't know. I can't say there's going to be a bear attack or anything, but there could be like wolves around or some kind of natural predator. Maybe the point is bring supplies or bring what you need to either scare off the bears or the wolves or whatever. Looks like you might be taking a trip into the wilderness. Some of you might. I can't say all of you will, but basically Weejack is basically saying, how this angel is petting the lion or taming the lion is like, be careful, be stronger than what the nature is around you, because yeah, this could be a physical thing you have to fight off. So be careful of wherever you're going. Look at what natural predators are there and take precautions, okay? Make sure you have all your gear set and everything and all that. Occupy 18 territories of your choice. Each must have at least 2 troops. So this is just saying, 18. This was the 6th card. This is 18. So let's double that. So be prepared. It might be, a couple, you could predict, basically what it's saying, you could predict this, but it could be like 2 things coming at you maybe. So yeah, definitely go enjoy your trip, but be prepared. Be prepared to scare off the whatever animals that you're going on the trip with. I don't know. It could have something to do with that. It just, this is just what I'm seeing. But I mean, all the major Arcana cards. Can you believe this? Besides this one, that's crazy. So, all right, Sagittarius. That's all I have for you. There's really nothing more to go over. If you want to go to Alaska, that's great. That's cool. If you want to go somewhere else, that's fine. Maybe you collected some insurance somehow, that helped you finance a little trip somewhere. Maybe just go 20 minutes away to a local state park. But even at the state park, take your precautions. There are bears. Like if you're in Wisconsin, there are bears at the parks. You got to be careful. It's that does exist. There could be lynxes that moved into territory. It could be, whatever. If you're in Florida, careful of alligators. If you're in, the mountains or whatever, careful of cats. Be careful of whatever's there. Take your precautions. Definitely go with the romantic idea. Do what you have to do, and just make sure you're prepared, and you should be okay. But yeah, that's all I got for you, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to move on to Capricorn right up here, right there. And so I hope you had a good one, Sagittarius. Let me know in the comments down below what you did or what you plan on doing. I'd like to hear your tales of adventure and all that sort of stuff. So I'll see you in the next month. And next month I'll be doing something a little bit different. I'll be doing 2 different things a little bit differently. I'll be doing 3 reads for the month, focusing on the birthday month, whatever's like more closer to the birthday, and 1 before, 1 after, and then I'm going to do a pick a card. And so that's what I'm going to do for the foreseeable reads here, because I do have other projects I want to work on as well. But hope you had a good time, and I'll see you next one. All right, let's start this up here. So everybody, welcome to Trigger Tarot. Welcome Capricorn. Trigger Tarot, we're going to go over this today. And so this is the card that was pulled up for Sagittarius, but we're doing Capricorn here. So this is our Archangel card, literally and metaphysically too. It's literally the one that was actually pulled up. So you can thank Sagittarius for that. But it's also kind of your energy too. So I'm working on 2 signs at the same time. So you're also, giving the energy for this. So it's quite fun that it was actually an angel card that we got pulled up for the Archangel card. So this is going to be the energy kind of helping you out here. This Archangel here of Temperance will be helping you out. Now, whatever angel that would represent of Temperance, I don't know if it's Raphael or Gabriel or maybe Uriel. I don't remember. I think Raphael is more for travelers, so I think that's more of my Archangel, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what this Temperance angel would represent here. If this is like I don't know if a Michael card or I can't say. But anyways, Capricorn, you are going to help me pick this card here. This is going to be the U card that'll go here. You'll have your other card, significant other or family, journey card, and finale card going here. Sorry, I had my hand in the way. Other card, or top. Significant other card, journey, and finale card here. So Capricorn, help me find the right card. And close my eyes. We'll find the surprise. So, Capricorn. Are we just going for things this month of October? So if I didn't go ahead and say this is going to be through October through November. So this is October through November. And that's just how I kind of have to do it because we're already getting, this is getting out, I think, on the 20th. Or I think we're close to the 20th. No, not on the 20th. We're at like the 18th right now, but this will be out probably the 19th, I think. So this is going to cover half this month and most, if not more than the next month. So Nope, just this one. Whoa, that's pretty heavy. So, you feel like you've been, I don't know. Maybe things didn't go the way you thought. That really looks like things didn't go the way you want. Or maybe it's someone else. I don't know. I'll have to see. But positive affirmation card and a negative affirmation card. We'll see. That'll give me the idea here. That one go there. So positive affirmation card or trigger stick is Space Cadet. So number 13, Space Cadet. I'm sure you might even know what that means, but I'm going to go over that because growing up I knew what Space Cadet was, but I don't know if the millennial or alpha or whatever gen next terminology there is out there. We'll go over that and try to figure this out. So let me pause real fast and I'll go find the page modifier. Okay, so let's look at Space Cadet here. So, Space Cadet. One who shows difficulty in grasping reality or in responding appropriately to it. A spacey person. The screw-ups and the Space Cadets. In other words, the fringe. The fringe element. Oh, man. Wow. So I guess the 10 of swords in your back kind of feels like you feel like you messed something up here. What did you mess up, Capricorn? Come on. You're always the bosses of everything. How? Maybe that's the case. You're always, a little bit of the boss of things. Maybe you feel like you really screwed something up. You really screwed the pooch on something. I don't know. That's a terminology for other people in other languages that don't understand that. Where that came from, I don't know, but it's an expression. But it looks like you have, felt like you were a little bit lazy about something. You didn't really get all the information, and then you feel pretty down because you didn't get something right. This can happen to people, and maybe you were space cadetting on something and something didn't go as planned. Okay. Ace of Swords. Wow. Ace of Swords. Now, this could, this is your other card. So this is it's coming out of nowhere. It's a very powerful sword. The most powerful sword can be cutting, can be justified. Got to pull some more of this Mars. Oh. We get a wild card. We get a wild color here. We get to pull any color assortment. We get to call whatever color this will be. So that's a bit crazy. I had to pull a chance card to get more information on this. Go back 3 spaces. Oh no. Oh man, this is not very good. Okay, I think I get this now. Sagittarius already had a love reading, and Capricorn, you might have an anti-love reading. I hate to say it. You might have felt a little bit lazy about something. You got to go back 3 spaces. This is the Temperance card. It's sort of balancing the water, being temperate. Maybe the fact is this go back 3 spaces mashes with this Mars. Maybe you had a significant other of a love intention, and they're a bit angry, and they're a bit cutting. Maybe you were a little bit lazy about something, Capricorn, and your significant other is telling you to go back 3 spaces. Maybe you are sleeping on a couch. This could be a love reading. This could literally just be that you messed up at work and you've had to do something over again, where you feel like other people are going to get ahead of you and you're falling behind, because of that. So, and then there's a wild card here. So this is a significant other. your inside is telling you to choose what's next, to choose the next color. So you are, I don't know if you're in the middle of a breakup or something, but you know, something you did, like, or you are part of, maybe space cadetting, maybe you were a little lazy on something, and then things took a turn for the worse. So I don't know, you have to tell me. But we got judgment right here, so it looks like there's going to be a judgment coming soon here. Only on Trigger Tarot, all the major arcana cards. Come on. So sorry, Capricorn, maybe this isn't, maybe you don't feel like this is your month, or maybe the fact is, because of this laziness, maybe you're getting a boost, a kick in the butt to move forward. Middle East, maybe it feels like you're in the Middle East, little deserty area. I mean, there's also a lot of lush land too, but yeah, Middle East came up here. So I don't know, feels very airy, kind of deserty. This is like he's laying in a desert here. There's like a blue desert background. This is a weird card overall. Middle East, deserty, Ace of Swords, very deserty background here too. This could look like, I don't know, maybe, trouble in paradise. Maybe there's something that's gone wrong. You got to go back 3 spaces. Maybe there's been an argument, or maybe there will be an argument. Maybe this hasn't happened yet, but maybe there will be an argument, and you'll feel like, oh, I was kind of lazy on this kind of thing, and my significant other is a little angry. They still have love. There's still the love there. It's a 4, which means that, there could be an ending to this. It's Mars. It's angry, but there's still love there. So you get to choose the color going forward. It's going to feel like a desert. You're going to feel like there's a little bit of judgment to be made. Maybe this is judgment that you have to make for yourself or for what's going forward here. Let's pull this up here. So 2 people, this could mean 2 different things. 2 people, 1 gimp, 1 woman, out in the cold. I was saying desert, now it's going to cold. So here's your negative modifier, staying power. So we're going to look this up here. I think I know how this is going here, but we're going to read this anyways. We're going to look this up. Okay, so this does kind of make some sense here. Staying power right at the end. The ability to endure or last. So your negative modifier is your staying power. So endurance. This could mean that maybe there's a bit of a breakup here. It could be a breakup. It could be the fact that you're trying to stay in your argument, and it could end up leaving the other person feeling a little bit cold towards you. This could possibly be the whole case. Maybe the fact is, maybe you've been overpowering in your argument, of which case initially you've been a space cadet. So you're trying to endure. So if you try the negative modifier and you try to be this in your staying power, you're trying to endure being a space cadet, which does no one any good. So I would have to say, to prevent the negative modifier, maybe listen to the other person's decision. Maybe the whole point is like, you're going to feel like you're in this 10 of swords, maybe something happened. Maybe they did something to you, and maybe you've been lazy, but this temperance angel is like telling you, hey, got to balance things out. Significant other is going to feel like the Ace of Swords. They're going to have a feeling, a very just, sharp feeling of what they feel. And then either you're going to bring judgment or they're going to bring judgment, but it's going to feel like the Middle East, and then coldness of staying power. You have the opportunity to choose the color going forward, though. You know, it's going to be a loving color, you know, a cold color, whatever color it's going to be. You have the choice to make this going forward, but it looks like this could end up happening to you. Go back 3 spaces. Going back 3 spaces is a really bad card. It only works out sometimes in the beginning of the game on Monopoly when you want to get the reds, or not the reds, but you want to get the orange. This can only help with that. And if somebody else has the orange with a Monopoly, you go back 3 spaces and bam, New York. You got to pay up, you know. This looks like something that you might go through in October through November, maybe till the end of November, possibly. Destroy all yellow troops. Destroy all yellow troops. So the yellow troops, the heaviest yellow troop here, I would have to say is this, and possibly this. There's a little yellow here, there's a little yellow there, but it's literally, if I'd have to destroy all, I have to destroy every card, but destroy all the yellow troops. Honestly, I think what's going to end up happening is you're gonna see this and you're going to make better choices with some things, because destroy all yellow troops. This is very heavily yellow. This is just one big band of yellow. I just have to put this away, put this aside. So, you know, I'll put it up here. But the point is, I think you're going to see this message. I think you're going to, even if, you know, because I'd have to say somebody I didn't get to see it, maybe you'll end up doing the same thing too, but I would have to say more so, you've got this maybe desert heat about you, that you're this dry desert heat that's going to leave the other person feeling cold. I don't know why. It might end up happening like that, and you're gonna try to have, you know, you're gonna initially be a space cadet. You're gonna feel like, oh, all these swords on my back. Oh, look at it. Maybe the fact is you're looking into your past as to what happened to you in your past, and because of what happened in your past, you're feeling like, oh, maybe this other person's doing this to me right now, so I'm going to be a lazy space cadetter. And the temperance judge angel's like, oh, nope, no, you're not. And your significant other is like, hold on a second here. You know, I thought you loved me. I thought you liked me. I thought we were together. And they bring this driving point forward. You don't know what to do. You get to pick a color. You decide to go full judgment and blow the horn, bringing up all this desert wind, this heat, and you know, it leaves the other person feeling cold. But I would have to say the only real negative thing here that's going to happen if you do it, Capricorn, is your staying power. Be like, no, I'm right. I'm always right because I'm me, and I can't be wrong. You know, and that's where problems happen. This is why go back 3 spaces so close to this. Like, if you stay in your staying power, you're going back 3 spaces. Maybe a whole relationship. Maybe some time out or something like that. But I think you recognize this and you're like, hold on, let me hear your side of the story. Because maybe the whole point is, maybe the whole time you were thinking about things that happened in the past, thinking they were happening right now. Of which case, this does happen to a lot of people. They still like flashback back to the past, and they just think, oh, this is happening right now, when they're just reimagining or remembering something that happened beforehand. Now, to nip it in the bud is to come together. It looks like you're together, but you're a little disheveled at this end, at this point. You feel a little disheveled. The guy feels like a gimp, and the woman feels like a, you know, just a tattered, clothed, homeless woman walking barefoot in the snow. It's yeah. I'd have to say that feeling like this is going to be better than going back 3 spaces. You know, so it's up to you if this continues forward. But I'd have to say, if you shout and stay in your staying power for this, it's not going to end up very well. So that's all I have, Capricorn. I wish it was a happier tune. if you see something else in these cards that I'm not seeing, and you're a reader, definitely, let me know what you think. I'm going to roll a die here, and we'll see if the die can actually help with some decision-making plans and such. 7. So we get a 7 for this. 7 is a number of basically more divinity. Get a 5, we get a 10. We've got Australia yellow, occupy 24 territories. We don't really have a 7 in here. But the fact is 7 does represent divine. There's an angel there. There's an angel there. There's like the angelic sword coming out of here. So it's like 3 times over angelic, and there's go back 3 spaces. So maybe there's this could be like a turn of events here. Maybe this is what this blank card means here. Something new could happen if you destroy this, relationship or whatever is going on there. Something new could happen. Good or bad, going forward, nothing more to see. It's nothing more to see other than that. So that's all I have for you, Capricorn. I hope you had a good time. I really wish it'd be a little more positive. I think the only way it could be more positive is if you avoid this and realize this. Maybe you have been a little bit of a space cadet in this relationship in some way. Maybe you don't believe it, but maybe you haven't thought of the answer yet. Or at least maybe the other person, it will help you understand why. Maybe that was the whole point of this, is to help you realize that your significant other is going to help you understand why. And that might help ground you a bit, whereas this angel's, on the water and on the land too. He's in the emotions and he's grounded, whereas, I think that's the whole point. I think this archangel is trying to help you see some temperance here. Maybe the whole point of the reading is that you haven't been as temperate as maybe you could have been for whatever time frame it has been up till now. I don't know, but that's all I've got, Capricorn. Hope you had a great time. Leave some likes down below. Leave some experiences. Let me know how it goes. Let me know if things get a little better. And if you're not fully in a full relationship yet, maybe this could be, something with work or some kind of beginning with that, that could end up taking place this way. But maybe the fact is, maybe you're rushing into something like Aries or Taurus sometimes do, and not taking into account all the factors. So maybe you need to get some guidance from your friend or job or whatever it is to take a point all the factors. So you don't space cadet too much. There's times you need to take a break in Space Cadet. I totally understand it, but you can't do it forever. And I think we all pretty much agree on that. So that's all I've got, Capricorn. Have a great rest of the month. Hopefully this will help. And let me know what happens next month. So next month I'll have 3 readings, and I'll have a pick a card thing going on. So we'll have some fun with that. I'll get a lot of cards to pick a card so we can have some interesting cards pop up. Maybe we'll use the old maid deck. All right. I'll see you then.